Hello ice cream friends, it's Crystal Slices Concession. In this video we're going to go over the assembly of the Taylor 702 countertop soft serve machine. Alright, so now when the machine arrives to you, it's going to be mostly assembled. But when you take it apart for cleaning, these are the parts that you're going to take out. So we'll start off with everything kind of put in here the way it's supposed to be. So you'll start off with, you got your product door on. And okay, you've taken all your hand screws off, and then you're going to move this over to the side so that you're able to get it off of the draw handle, and then you're just going to take this off. Now you may have to get like a small screwdriver or something back here, just to, sometimes they get kind of stuck and you have to break them loose a little bit, but it'll come off. And then you'll see here that you've got your bushing here that protects this part of the faceplate from the spinning dasher or beater. These ones are pretty tight, so I'm not going to take it off, but you're going to take it off to clean it when you clean the machine and push it back down so that it's flush with the faceplate. And you've got your door seal here. So that just snaps into that groove like that, sits in there. And then if you don't have it in, you put your plunger in there, so your door's assembled. And just watch that because it can slide out on you. And so set that in a safe place, and then we'll go over. So you're going to take out the beater, and it's got the blade on it there that just kind of goes in there like that. And then you'll pull out the drive shaft with the drive shaft seal, take that off, clean it, the whole thing. And then when you put it back together, you're going to start with the drive shaft. So this is already lubricated, so I'm not going to do it again. But you've got your Taylor lube, or Haynes lube is another one. That is, it's essentially the same thing. I think Haynes actually makes the Taylor lube. You're going to just take some and put it all around in this part right here, and then what the excess just all around the drive shaft here, avoiding the hex end, because if you get Taylor lube on there, it can get stuck in the gearbox coupling and you're not able to get it out. And sometimes the only way to do it is a special tool that we have, and it's just a pain. So it's best to just avoid that and keep that clean every time you do pull it out. Anything that you see that is accumulated on the end of this drive shaft here, wipe it off or brush it off, get a little whiter brush or something. Just keep this part as free of any foreign substance as you can. So then again, you pack the Taylor lube or whatever other food safe lubricant you have in there, and then spread it around to the rest of the drive shaft, avoiding that part. And then kind of feel in there or look. Been doing this 4 years, I can do it by feel now. And then you'll feel it pop into the gearbox coupler. Next thing you'll do is grab your beater or dasher, and if the blade's not on it, put the blade in. Then you'll see this part back here is actually shaped to couple with the drive shaft. So you'll put that in there like that, and then look in there and kind of move it around, and it should sit so it's past the the opening of the barrel or freezing cylinder there. If it's not, something's not right. You don't have the drive shaft all the way back in or something, because it should not come past this opening here. It should definitely be back in the barrel. So you've got that part assembled, and then again on the door here, just your draw valve goes in there. You'll lubricate that as well with the Taylor lube on those O-rings there, and just along in there, just to make sure it slides easily. And then you got your bushing here if you don't already have that on, and your door seal. And then you'll know you got this right because it actually says on here, this end up. And then your shaper cap, if you choose to have that on. If you took it off, put that back on. And then I'm just gonna put that on there, and we're going to start off with 2 of our hand screws, and we're just gonna kind of get them spun on like that, so that they're barely putting any pressure against that door faceplate. And we'll get the other one diagonal, and you're just going hand tight on these, because on this particular machine I just had to replace all 4 of these because somebody had been cranking it down way too hard, and it actually stripped these out to where they were loose. So that is what'll happen if you tighten these knobs down too tight, and it could start leaking from the faceplate, or you could strip the other ends of those these lugs for the hand screws, and then they have to be replaced. And that is something where if you have to order them from Taylor, I'm sure they price them as if they're made of gold. So luckily we had a parts machine that we were able to borrow those from. So we got that all snugged up there, and then the last thing to do is just pivot that so that it's on the draw handle, so that when you pick up the draw handle, it comes up with it. Now, what you may make the mistake and somehow get it in this orientation here, and wonder why your flow is not right with your. You say, when I got this thing, the flow was so much better with the ice cream coming out. It's because it's backwards. So just pick that up and make sure that this part is toward the front of the faceplate and not the rear. Now, if you do want to adjust the travel or how much you can open, because if you open this wide, it comes out really fast. So what you can do is in behind this faceplate here, if you take the screws out, there is an adjustment, and I can do that really quick and show you. Now, depending on the year, from what I've seen in the Taylor service manuals, it's possible that these adjustments are located in different locations based on the year your machine was manufactured. So what I'm showing you now may not be the case for your particular machine, so keep that in mind. All right, so I'm going to pull this off here, and you're going to see this part here. So it's got a 5/16 hex nut on there. You're just going to loosen that up, and right now I have this wide open because most of our customers don't even use the draw rate adjustments, and they want the ice cream to come out as fast as it possibly can. But on this particular machine, that is very fast. So what you do is just loosen this up and move this little plate down. So if I have it all the way down, let's tighten that back up. You'll see I do not have much travel in this. And then, so let's say I kind of wanted it midway. I have more travel, but not all the way. So honestly, I would consider possibly adjusting that for your specific draw rate that you like, because if it's wide open, it comes out really quick. And this isn't a huge barrel or freezing cylinder either. It's only a 4-quart. So if you get a big old, taking a big old cup out of there because it came out too fast, then, you know, it takes it a little while for it to more mix to flow down from the hopper and refreeze. So keep that in mind as well. So that's where that's located on that one. But as I was looking at a service manual for this machine, it looks like there are some where this adjustment is actually located on top of this mechanism. So still the same adjustment from what I can tell. And it could just be that I was looking at it wrong or something, but it looked like it was actually in a different location. But same principle. So it may be here or it may be actually horizontal on top. But that's how you adjust that. So that covers the assembly, what parts to clean, and or disassembly, parts to clean and reassembly, and draw rate adjustment of the Taylor 702. If you have any other questions about ice cream machines or frozen beverage machines or anything really, any type of frozen treats, we can certainly help you out, get you set up with the right machine and the right, and refer you to vendors to get you the right product to put in that machine to have success in the frozen drink or frozen dessert business. And you can find us at www.slicesconcession.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day.